Hey, everybody. Welcome into a very special edition of Sports Ball. We've hit the end of the season. We are at Super Bowl Sunday, and we're glad to have you with us. I'm Dan Breen, and this is my son, Isaac. Welcome into the show, Isaac.
Thanks. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good.
Are you ready to make some picks?
Yes.
Yeah, we're not just doing the game pick. We're also adding in some fun prop bet picks here. Stuff that maybe doesn't even have anything to do with the game itself in a lot of cases, but they're just some fun picks we're going to make. Hey, we've got 8 advertisers who are helping us out today. You want to tell us about who's sponsoring our show today?
Yeah, thanks for all of our advertising partners for helping us to support today's show. Today's show is brought to you by Longview Financial Solutions, Vanessa Egg, Orange City Mayor Deb DeHaan, McKnight Real Estate, the Fogel family, State Farm agent Ross Hoekstra, American State Bank, and Heartland Computers. Thanks for your support.
Yeah, we started with our sponsors 2 weeks ago, and we only had 3, and all of a sudden now we've got 8 sponsors. Yeah. So we got a lot of different names, but we're very thankful for everybody who's contributed, who's playing a part in the show. Hey, before we get going on the Super Bowl, let's take a little recap of how things went 2 weeks ago. We had the AFC and the NFC championships, and how did we do, Isaac?
Yeah, we both got that one wrong.
Which one?
Well, we had 2 of them. Well, we got 1 right, 1 wrong, each of us did.
Okay. Yeah, we actually picked the same games, and we both picked the Eagles to win, but we had the Bills knocking off the Chiefs, and that did not turn out well. Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, as the season goes, though, we picked more than 250 games this year, and after 249-ish or whatever it is, we were completely tied. Okay, so today, if we do pick different teams in the Super Bowl, this will be the deciding factor in who wins our yearly competition here.
Yep. This is a tight one. Picked a lot of great games and a lot of bad games too.
Yeah, sometimes we picked some bad teams to win games, and we regretted those decisions as the season went. So we'll see. We're going to get to that Super Bowl pick in just a little bit here. But before we get going with that, we're going to do something fun with our sponsors. Now, we're going to have each one of our sponsors sponsor a little prop bet, and you're going to see coming up, we're going to go through some of those fun little prop bets, and we'll see. Maybe those will be the tiebreaker if we do pick the same game.
Yeah.
Although we did talk about a game of dodgeball, didn't we?
Yep, we did talk about that last week. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to play you in dodgeball.
Good.
I've seen your arm, but I have also seen your aim, and sometimes your aim's not that great. Hey.
Well, I don't want you to get too excited because we probably aren't doing that dodgeball.
Oh, okay.
So,
we'll see what happens here in a few minutes when we make these picks. Hey, are we ready to do it?
Yep.
You want to jump into it?
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
Our first sponsor for our first prop bet today is Longview Financial Solutions. If you're looking for an organization to help you wisely manage your money, see Jason Tinklenberg and his team at Longview Financial Solutions in Sioux Falls. If you have questions about ways to wisely use your finances, get started at longview-financial.com.
So Jason was one of our first advertisers. He was the first one who jumped at it last week, and I told Jason we did not need any candy or baseball cards with the money, the advertising money. Do you want to show him what he brought into the office this week?
We got a whole bunch of your yellow Starbursts.
Jason is one of the only people I know who their favorite Starburst color is yellow. Seems strange, but Jason, we saved all the yellow ones for you. We'll get them to you at some point. Hey, this is our prop bet. This is brought to you by Longview Financial Services. Isaac, you want to take your first shot at this one? This is the simple heads or tails at the coin toss of the game. Tails has led the overall series in the 58 Super Bowls 30 times it's been tails, 28 times it's been heads. What do you like this year?
I'm taking tails.
Tails never fails?
Nope.
Okay,
Never fails.
I'll take heads. It's a 50-50 proposition, so I like heads. We'll disagree on that one. Tell us our next advertiser.
Another one of our valued sponsors is Vanessa Ag and Oregon Orchard, venturing into the world of hazelnut production. Nearly 3,700 hazelnut trees are waiting out in the long winter to burst into buds for some delicious hazelnuts next year.
Okay, so 2 weeks ago, when Vanessa and Ag sponsored us, we said we did not ever have a hazelnut. Well, guess what? That changed. Vanessa's actually brought us some hazelnuts. I got these ones over here. Isaac, you got some hazelnuts over there. We told them we'd try them like a Super Bowl snack. And these ones actually say that they are Oregon grown. So these aren't Vanessa hazelnuts, but we're gonna try them anyway. I got the sea salt variety here. Those are pretty good. What do you think, Isaac?
These are good.
Yeah. So we'll just wait till next year, and Vanessa's is going to be producing their own hazelnuts. But those are good. Thanks for sending those in. That's a great addition to our stories. I wish I had something to drink now. Hey, our prop bet, sponsored by Vanessa's. Oh, this is appropriate. Is the first commercial that we see after the kickoff going to be for a food or a drink? So you get the question, Isaac, is it going to be a food or drink, or is it going to be like for a car or some other product? So you're either choosing food or drink, or you're choosing another product.
I'll go with another product.
Okay. What do you think? You thinking like a vehicle or?
I'll go vehicle.
Okay.
Vehicle commercial.
I'll take the stab at the food or drink. In fact, I'll even give you a choice. I'll give you my opinion. I think it's going to be Cheetos. Seems like Cheetos always has some good Super Bowl ads. So we're going to go Cheetos. Cheetos with food. We'll disagree on that one here again. Okay, ready for our third prop bet?
Yes. Orange City, Iowa Mayor Deb DeHaan is returning as a sponsor this week. Deb has been the mayor of the Sioux Country seat since 2014. Orange City has recently been selected as the starting community for RAGBRAI this coming July. Discover the Dutch.
Yeah, so RAGBRAI announced is going to start in Orange City, and that means like 20,000 bicyclists are going to come to Orange City. They're going to stay the night there. So we are opening this up. Any bicyclists out there who would like to set a tent up on Deb DeHaan's front yard, she would be happy, just thrilled to have any visitors. The more the merrier. So if we get like 800, 900 people out in her front yard, that'd be terrific. You think she'd like that, Isaac?
I'm not sure I would like 1 million people.
Deb's phone number is 71. No, we won't go that far. All right. Here's the prop bet that Deb is sponsoring today. Will Peyton Manning appear in any television ad throughout the entire Super Bowl? What are your thoughts on that, Isaac?
Yes.
Yeah?
He will appear.
Oh, I'm gonna agree. He's a pretty well-known personality. He's got a good sense of humor too, I think. So I'm gonna agree. We're both gonna say yes on Peyton Manning appearing in any Super Bowl ad this year.
A new sponsor this week is McKnight Real Estate. Are you looking to buy, sell, or relocate in the Sioux Falls area? Connect with Charity McKnight to make all your real estate dreams come true. Visit CharityMcKnightRealEstate.com.
You ever bought a house before, Isaac?
No, never bought a house before.
Why not?
I don't have enough money to buy a house.
Well, someday you will. And someday, who are you going to get as your realtor if you buy a house?
McKnight Real Estate.
Oh, well coached. Well done. And why would you want to do that?
I don't know. It sounds like they have good housing.
No, the real reason is because Charity is the mother of one of your best friends. And you go there often and they feed you a lot of pizza. So you've probably eaten them out of house or home. No pun intended there. All right, all right. This is where we're gonna go with the McKnight Realty Alpine Residential sponsorship. Caitlin Clark was in Taylor Swift's booth during the AFC Championship in her suite. So I want to know, will Caitlin Clark be in Taylor Swift's suite during the Super Bowl? What's your thoughts?
I will say yes.
Yes?
She will be. And they will be cheering on Travis Kelce especially.
I don't know. It's this is a hard one for me. I could go either way. I'm gonna just say no. I'm gonna guess that she's not there. Maybe she's watching from afar, or she's got a basketball practice or something she's got to get to. I'm gonna say no on this one. But you're saying yes?
Yep.
Okay. Next up.
We are sponsored by a generous donation from the Fogel family, Mark, Connie, and Lexi. Connie is a passionate supporter of blood donation, so please consider making a donation to your local blood bank today.
Yeah, so the Fogels are our neighbors, and they're good people, and Connie loves blood donation. And in fact, she's given you some vouchers or some free hockey tickets because of her blood donations in the past. So we thought we're going to do a public service announcement for blood donation and organ donation, or donate an organ if you got one to spare. Okay, here we go. We're going to go. Is the first touchdown scorer, will he spike the football? Is that the celebration?
No.
No?
It's, I would say, most of the people would say yes, but I'll just say no.
What's the celebration going to be?
I don't know.
Pick one.
It's not going to be...
The gritty?
I don't think either of these teams has Justin Jefferson or anything on their team. So, I don't know if it'll be the gritty. It'll be something else, though.
So, my first thought was, sometimes you see them just chuck the ball up into the stands. But I think a Super Bowl touchdown is going to be so valuable that I don't think they're going to spike it. I don't think they're going to punt it. I don't think they're going to do anything other than put that in their bags to take it home with them as a souvenir from the Super Bowl. So I think we're both in agreement. No spiking of the football for the first touchdown, right?
Yep.
Okay. Let's move on to our next prop bet. Who do we got for an advertiser on this one?
Thanks to State Farm Insurance Agent Ross Hoekstra for supporting our program. Ross is based in Sioux Center and licensed to insure Iowa and South Dakota. Get a quote for all your insurance needs by visiting insuredbyRot.com.
InsuredbyRoss.com, yeah. So if you think Jake from State Farm is cool, just wait till you meet Ross from State Farm, and you'll think Jake is just an average Joe. Ross has got it together. So Ross's advertisement, and you know what else? Ross's office is right down the street, or like a couple doors away, in fact, from Dairy Queen. So go ahead and get yourself a Blizzard and then go in and see Ross at State Farm. He'll like that. You would like that, right, Isaac?
Yeah.
Okay. So here we go. Here's our prop bet sponsored by Ross. Okay? Get my stuff together here. What color, this is always a good one. What color will the Gatorade be, the Gatorade bath for the winning coach? When they dump the Gatorade on the coach at the end of the game, what color is it going to be?
I'll go blue.
Blue?
Blue.
Wow. Why blue?
I don't know, I'm feeling blue. I was feeling blue or orange. And I'm like, blue isn't very popular, why not?
So when I saw the actual odds, purple is the favorite for the color of the Gatorade. But I'm thinking, let's look at the team colors here. You've got the Chiefs. If they win, will it be red? Maybe orange? I don't think it's going to be a green Gatorade for Philly. That's not lime is not a common color. But I'm going to say red. No, you know what? We're going to go orange. Orange, and we'll see which coach gets dumped with that orange. So we're disagreeing, right? You're going blue, I'm going orange?
Yep.
Okay. Moving right along. Who else we got?
American State Bank in Sioux Falls is the place to go where all your banking and insurance investment needs. American State Bank has 9 locations, but only one location has Ryan Mulder. Stop and see Ryan at the South Cliff location in Sioux Falls today.
That's right. We kind of called Ryan out. Remember, I had my American State Bank mug? We kind of called Ryan out like, hey, you should be a sponsor of ours. And you know what? He stepped up and he did. So I'm telling you, that's the kind of banker you want to have. Somebody who will jump at an opportunity, who will jump in the game. You don't want a banker who just sits on his hands. You want somebody who's active. So go see Ryan. And with our prop bet for Ryan, we're going to ask the question, when the MVP receives the trophy, we're talking a player here, not a coach, who is the first person that MVP is going to thank?
Teammates.
Going teammates, huh?
Yep.
I'm going to go a different direction. Can I go God/Jesus on this one?
Sure.
I don't know who's going to be the MVP, but a lot of times it ends up being the quarterback, and I think both Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes are both outspoken about their faith. So I'm going to go God/Jesus as the answer for this one. Okay, who's our last one?
Our final sponsor is Heartland Computers of Sioux Falls. Need a few laptops for school or work? Maybe your computer has a virus or just needs a tune-up. Give Carl Bootsma and his team a call or visit them at heartlandpc.com.
Yeah. So Mom just bought a computer from Heartland, and she, in conversing with her, she gives them a 5-star rating. 5 stars for Carl, especially for service. So go see Carl. He'll help you out. We got personal experience here in the Breen family from the work that they do over there at Heartland Computers. Also, Carl wants you to say laptop 3 times really fast. Can you do it, Isaac?
Laptop.
Try it again.
Laptop.
Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. Heartland Computers sponsoring this question. Right after the Super Bowl, they're showing a game show called The Floor. Now, we want to know how many times during the broadcast, from the kickoff to the end of the game, how many times is Fox going to plug the airing of The Floor? What's your guess on this? This is a numerical question.
4.
4 times?
Yep.
It's got to be more than that. They might do it.
What do you want me to do? 10?
They might do it 4 times in the fourth quarter alone. I'm gonna say 7. I'll say 7. So I'll take the over on your 4 and go 7. Okay, that's it. That's all the prop bets we had. Now that brings us to the game itself. I guess this is probably the most important part of our podcast today, talking about the Super Bowl game itself. Before we make our picks, Isaac, I want you to talk to me a little bit about the game. What should I be looking out for in this one?
I can name 2 players you should look out for.
Okay.
I can name Travis Kelce and Saquon Barkley. These are 2 MVPs in my brain, I should say. These 2 guys are really good.
That's interesting because you went with 2 guys who are not the quarterback.
Yep.
In this matchup. So, interesting call there. I like it. 2 guys who could definitely make an impact. I wrote down a couple of stats. Actually, by writing down, I more or less pilfered them from other media sources, but I thought they were interesting. The 782 winning percentage of the 2 teams, the combined winning percentage, is the second highest for any Super Bowl in the history of the Super Bowl era. Another note that I got here is that this is the 4th quarterback rematch in the Super Bowl. Okay? But the interesting part is, in each of the previous 3 instances, the same quarterback won the second time as won the first time. So that would throw a little feather in the cap of Mr. Mahomes there. Philly had the number 1 defense in the NFL this year. The Chiefs were 9th. So if you want to factor in how defense is going to play into this game, both teams good defenses. Philly just a little bit more elite. And then the last note I've got here is is that if Mahomes wins the Super Bowl, that will be his 4th Super Bowl championship. Now, as a quarterback, that would tie him with Joe Montana and Terry Bradshaw as the second most championships for a quarterback. Trailing only who, sir?
Tom Brady.
That is right. The immortal, the GOAT, Tom Brady, Michigan legend, Michigan Wolverine. We had to get that in there. So, here we go. I think it's time for us to make our picks.
Well, I got one more fact.
Okay, what's your other fact?
It is on the Super Bowl. It is Saquon Barkley's birthday.
You don't say. Really?
It is his birthday on the Super
I
Bowl.
wonder how old he turns. He's probably turning about 30, I would guess. So, I also saw that fact, but I left it to you to bring up. I also noted that no player has ever scored a Super Bowl touchdown on their birthday. So if Saquon gets a touchdown, he will become the first person to ever score a touchdown in the Super Bowl on his birthday. How's that for facts?
That would be an awesome birthday present.
That would be.
If that happened.
I'm sure he would like that. Okay, it's time. I think it's time to make the picks.
All right.
Give me. So I want to hear your pick for the game. I want to hear your score, and I want to hear your Super Bowl MVP.
Well, the weather won't be an impact. They're in a dome, and so it's gonna come down to who can play better. And I'll say the Eagles will. Give me the Eagles. MVP is gonna be Saquon Barkley.
And what do you got for a score?
I'll go pretty high scoring. 35-42.
Wow.
Very high scoring.
35-42. Wow. That's a lot of points for a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Interesting score selection there. So is it going to come down to like a last possession?
Yes.
For who's going to have the ball? Like, is it going to be the Eagles?
The ball.
So they're going to
I'm gonna guess,
score with like under a minute to go?
Yeah.
Or? Wow.
Yep.
Okay. Good for you. You picked the Eagles. I really came into this podcast not knowing who I was going to pick, but I kind of had it predetermined that whoever you picked, I was going to pick the opposite. Just because I don't really want to end in a tie. I don't want to pick dodgeball against you. And I don't want all these prop bets to come back and bite me. So I am going to take the Chiefs because really, how can you bet against Patrick Mahomes in a playoff game? But I think he's got a good chance to have a nice game. But what I want you to look out for is the defense, the Kansas City defense. I'm going to predict that the Chiefs put up a defensive touchdown in this game. They're going to score some weird way, whether it's a pick six, whether that's a fumble recover for a touchdown. The defense is going to score somehow for Kansas City in this one. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to become the first team in NFL history to have a three-peat in the Super Bowl, finishing this one with a score of 24-13. MVP, you can't go anybody but Mahomes. It's always the quarterback. It's always the winning quarterback of the championship team. So Patrick Mahomes is your champion once again. Thoughts on that?
No, I'm okay with that, but I'm just saying, I might be singing "Fly Eagles Fly" after the game. Well, that does us for our Super Bowl pick and our picks for the year.
Yeah, we want to thank everybody who has been watching us, especially the last few weeks. I can tell you that on our Facebook page, we had over 1,000 people watch our last video. That's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Our advertisers like that too. So, we had a lot of people asking us, now that the season is over, what's next for us? What's the answer to that, Isaac?
Well, we don't quite know yet, but if you have an idea for us, you just talk to us or send us a text, and we'll consider doing that. So,
I had somebody suggest this week that maybe we should do a March Madness podcast. Wait, think of that idea. That would just be like a one-off thing, but we'll see. We've talked a little bit about doing a baseball show at some point, but we'll see as the summer goes if that's something we want to do. But we want to thank all of our advertisers, all the people who have helped put on our show today and throughout the playoff run. We had a lot of fun, didn't we?
Yep.
Yep. Hopefully we'll see a lot of you back next year if we continue.
Yeah.
We going to continue next year?
I hope so.
I hope so. There's a kind of a half commitment from Isaac that we hope so. So thank you again, everybody. Have a good, safe Super Bowl Sunday and enjoy the game.